Hi, this is attorney Nicole Christie from the Christie Law Firm, where we work hard to make families stronger. So today I want to talk to you about who can remove a child from your care. So there are three different entities that can actually issue a hold on a child. And by a hold, that means take the child into custody, at least temporarily. And so first and foremost is DCF. We all know about them. And so there's two ways that they do it. So the first is if it's truly an emergency. So for example, the child has been abandoned. We cannot find mom, we cannot find dad, we cannot find anybody who has a legal responsibility to the child. DCF can issue what they call a 96-hour hold. And they will do that in different scenarios. But again, if there's a true emergency and there's imminency regarding the child's safety, they will issue a 96-hour hold. During that 96 hours, they then have to go to court, juvenile court, to determine whether or not they can get temporary custody, order of temporary custody. So again, in that 96 hours, they either have to return the child or get a court order. One of the things that tends to happen is that it's after the 96 hours and you're the parent and you haven't seen a court order, you haven't seen anything, and the child hasn't been returned. Trust that they probably have gotten the order of temporary custody, otherwise they legally have to return the child. The issue is that you just haven't been served on the paperwork. So you can contact the worker, you can contact them during the 96 hours to see where they are with the process. But once again, if the court doesn't grant the order of temporary custody, the child has to be returned. There are two other entities that can remove a child. The second one is the hospital, and it's not done often. In my years at working for the Department of Children and Families, I think it was 11 years, I think I saw maybe one hospital hold. It was a scenario where it was actually the Navy hospital here in Groton took custody of a child based on some abuse that was alleged to have happened with that child's caretaker. And so mom wasn't in state, dad couldn't be found, and it was very serious. And so they issued a hold. And what they do is contact the Department of Children and Families, who again still has that time period of the hold to try to get orders of temporary custody. The last set of individuals who can get custody of a child is the police department. I have never seen them do it. I've never seen them take custody of a child. More than likely, they will contact DCF, but our state statutes allow for the police to also take custody of the child. So I just wanted to share with you the different entities that could get involved regarding the custody of the child. And just note, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the Department of Children and Families, very rarely a hospital, and virtually, I've never seen it before, but the police can do it as well. But just know that the main objective behind, removing a child is really around the child's safety and whether or not the parents can maintain and provide a safe home for the child. The problem is that it's very subjective. It's based on people's assessment of different facts, assessment of you as an individual, and sometimes they are hard to beat. So if you find that you're up against DCF or the hospital, especially the hospital, don't be afraid to reach out for help. Don't be afraid to call us and find out, what can you do? What are your rights? How do you deal with these entities? Don't try to do this all by yourself. Understand that DCF, as I've said before, is this large entity. They have a large budget. They have staff. They have lawyers. They have all of these individuals who are there to fight with you. And here you are by yourself. But when you hire an attorney, you hire advocates, you at least even it a little bit, because the only time DCF's attorneys get involved is when they're at court. Otherwise, it's just them. But it's a lot to deal with as an individual. So keep those things in mind if you're ever dealing with the hospital or the police and your kids are involved. Understand that anything you say to them could be used against you if DCF gets involved. And so if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Check out some of our other videos where we talk about how you deal with DCF. And so understand that you're not in it by yourself. We here at the Christie Law Firm, either we're going to provide you information through our videos, or you can call our office and we'll try our best to walk you through it. All right, take care.